Trail safety is always important across the county. A lot of people use the trails. In Reston, we have almost 60 miles of trails, which means we have a lot of people who use the trails. Safety is paramount. The response to an incident on the trails is different from seeing an incident in a neighborhood, because you're going to see maybe a helicopter that responds because we can't see what's going on through the trees. You might see officers on foot that you would normally see in your car. You would see maybe officers coming out of your backyard instead of coming to the front door, because that's where the trail has led the officers. Officers use maps and other tools to locate those access points. Once you're in a patrol area, it is somewhat of your responsibility to know your patrol area, which means knowing where the trails, where you can get to the trails, where the trail starts, where the trail ends, where you can easily access the trail in a car, by foot, motorcycle, any of those tools that we have, being able to get to a location quickly. We also have a bike team that has mountain bikes that can access things that necessarily you can't get to on foot. We also have dirt bikes, and those dirt bikes are marked as police vehicles. They have access to the trails. They can go places that cars can't.
The criminal set, that stands for Selective Enforcement Team. Basically, we respond to selective acts of criminal activity whenever they come to our attention, no matter where they're at within our patrol district.
We patrol on bikes, we do plainclothes stuff, surveillance. It usually comes down from command staff. They'll have an issue they want dealt with, and we have the flexibility to take the assignment.
We respond to anything varying from drunks on the trail, drinking activity, drug use. Also have robberies along the trail. There's a wide range of anything from personal crimes to property crime.
Typically, crimes on the trails kind of vary as the seasons change. Obviously, when it's nicer out, we have more people on the trails. The crime somewhat increases. We see robberies, we see destructions of property, we see graffiti, we see some alcohol violations. And depending on if it's nice out, if it's cold out, we don't see as many people in the winter as we do in the summer. But typically in Reston, the trails are used year-round, and those are the things we see throughout the year.
We use anything, varies from marked dirt bikes, off-road and on-road dirt bikes, Trek 8000, mountain bikes that we use.
Strictly on the trails, for the most part, we ride the mountain bikes. That we do have some motorcycles. There's a Kubota, which is kind of an off-road four-wheel drive vehicle. We use that from time to time, but for the most part, probably 99% of the time we're on bicycles.
Unlike a cruiser or being in just a road vehicle, we have the capability to go off-road, interact with the public a lot more, get where cars can't go, and have the capability to see what's actually happening, especially in the wood lines and the trails along Reston, which is almost 50+ miles worth of trail in Reston. The difference that we have between our mountain bikes we use and also the dirt bikes we use, mainly the mountain bikes are going to be a general patrol. We want to sneak up on people, have that quiet approach to everybody. We can go out there any time of the day, any time of the night. Our dirt bikes are more so a fast response. When we get missing, say, Alzheimer's patients, missing adults, missing children, something we need to cover a lot of ground really fast. We have the capability of the dirt bikes to get out there and cover off-road areas in a quick amount of time in order to look for that missing person. In Reston in particular, we have a lot of varied trails, anything from paved trails. A lot of the HOA trails are nothing but paved. But you get off towards Great Falls, and you have a lot of dirt trails up in that area where it's just hikers that just walk, have created trails over time throughout the parks up there where you need that dirt bike in order to get up there on the dirt trails.
"10 seconds to safety" and 10 seconds to trail safety are really a couple short steps to do to make sure that you have control of what's going on in front of you. Trails can go in and out of woods, they can cross streets. The paying attention and the taking your own safety into your hands is really what the 10 seconds to safety is about. The first step to 10 seconds to safety would be, before you tune out, stop. Make sure that you're not listening to your music too loud so you can't hear what's going on around you. Make sure that if you're going to run and you kind of zone out, that you are still paying attention to what's going on in your surroundings. The next step in 10 seconds to safety would be, when you enter an area, stop, look around. Make sure that you don't see something that makes you feel uncomfortable or that you think is out of the ordinary. The plan is to have an escape plan or to have an alternate route. If something in front of you doesn't look right, don't go there. The third one would be call. If you have changed your route, if you think something is out of the ordinary, call the police. Have your cell phone ready. Call the non-emergency number or the emergency number and call and report what's going on the trail.
There's this guy on the trail. I'm out at Browns Chapel Park out in Reston, and he's just watching people walk by. Made me a little uncomfortable as I was walking by, so I just thought you guys should know that. It's Browns Chapel Park. I'm in Reston. Oh, okay, thank you very much.
You should always let someone know where you're going and what time you're going to be back. You're going out for a run. We hope with someone, but if you're going out by yourself, letting someone know when you're going to be back. You could fall and hurt yourself. You could see something that's going to delay you. Let someone know where you are so someone knows when to expect you back. Well, having your cell phone is definitely a benefit. Having the non-emergency number programmed into your cell phone is a great help. It is a number that's difficult to remember because it's not 911, but having it programmed in means you don't have to think or remember the number. All you have to do is press a button.